Namaste to all. So in this lecture we are going to talk about stretching. We'll talk about flexibility and how flexibility comes, what is flexibility and how flexibility improves, why it is needed. Alright, so before I move further, if you maybe I'll quickly read these words for you so you can relate them when I'm talking to them. So flexibility, I've written ability of a muscle to relax in lengthy position. Then I wrote stretching. Then I've written this is like origin and insertion of a muscle. Origin one end, insertion other end of any muscle, right? Origin insertion, this is normal length of any muscle. Let's say you stretch it and the muscle becomes a little longer. You stretch it more, you stretch it more, you stretch it more. Now here I've written stretched with relaxation. Here I've written stretch with tension. Here I've written stretch with tension with pain, and then I've written injury. Alright, so these are the words that I'll be using throughout this session. Okay, so let's begin from the scratch. So flexibility, what is flexibility? Maybe, okay, you take your time to scratch your head and think of it. What flexibility is for you? Do you mean flexibility means to be so mobile to move? Or does flexibility means to feel safe when you move? Does flexibility means that you can move into impossible, weird positions? Is that what you think about flexibility? Well, flexibility means ability of a muscle to relax in its new length. Right. So see, generally what happens, let's say I'm doing forward bend. If I bend to this point, it's because I'm flexible for it, right? Now, what is the problem? What people have been doing, and they do, every practitioner I have observed so far, and I have to especially tell them this thing, that flexibility is not about pulling the muscle so hard that it gives you pain, but stretching a muscle means you stretch it and allow it to relax. Because see, a muscle can only perform two things. I mean, there are several other functions too, but when it comes to movement, a muscle can perform either it can tense and it can relax. Alright? A muscle can either tense. When it tenses, it causes the muscle to move, become stronger. It causes the muscle to create engagement and maybe stabilize the joint, maybe move the joint, maybe lift the weight and all. On the other hand, a muscle has to relax in order to allow for the movement. So see, there are two kinds of forces we talked before. So when the force comes from the muscle to make you move, we need strength for that. But when something else helps you move, you need the muscle to relax. If the muscle doesn't relax, the movement additional force is allowing you to do will feel very stiff, will cause you pain, and the movement will feel resisting. And if your body is resisting for any force, it means it doesn't want that to happen, right? So flexibility, what is flexibility? Flexibility means if you encourage the second job of the muscle, which is to relax. Muscle can only tense and it can only relax. So if you can develop the quality of relaxation into the muscle will let you stretch it. The muscle will allow the joint to move freely. But the joint don't feel free to move because of not lack of flexibility, but lack of relaxation. Flexibility is a little too superficial. So lack of relaxation into the muscle doesn't let that muscle stretch. So a muscle gets stiff because of basically two reasons. I mean, either a muscle is short. Why it is short? Because you never stretched it. Why it is short? Because you never moved the joint to the point where the muscle could get new length. So if we see people who live their sedentary lifestyle, we see them sitting all the time onto their chair, working on the laptop. So see, if they remain into this position for a long time, and the maximum range they cover for the hip is this, okay? Or maybe when they walk. So if the muscle which is crossing the hip remains into this limited range and always remain into this short position, if I ask them to do the split a little bit or do lunge, they'll feel a lot of stretch, a lot of pain here. It's because the muscle has always been short. So one reason of muscle being stiff is remaining into the short position for every time. Okay. Now it may be relaxed. But when you stretch it, there's no length to it. You haven't trained it that way. Now since there is no length to it, the muscle doesn't want it to stretch. It will become tense so quick. It may be relaxed when it is in normal length. Now, other type of stiffness or tension comes. Maybe muscle is long, but it is stiff. It is stiff because it is unable to relax. Maybe because for a long time you have trained it to tense and tense and tense. This is why we say going to gym is bad, but it is not. Going to gym is not bad, but going to gym and training yourself just to tense is bad. Because muscles, both qualities should be developed. It is to tense it and to relax it. Because if a muscle could tense well but cannot relax well, that's not a good muscle. It may be just good to show others, but for your physical body and health and for your physiological health, as important as it is important to tense a muscle, so it is important to relax a muscle. Now, it doesn't mean that the person who has big muscle, he is stiff. Many people who are having junky, big, huge muscles are also quite flexible because they train themselves to tense, but they also train themselves to relax. They go through massages, they go through gentle stretching, they do some techniques to relax, right? This is why when you go to gym, relaxation is much more required. And that relaxation is not just about not doing anything, but letting your body recover. Recovery happens the best when you relax, rest and digest state, if you remember. So, we'll talk about some relaxation techniques which makes you stretch the muscle better in the future sessions. But here I'm going to explain something which is going to really open up your eyes. All right. So see what people do most of the time when they stretch. Okay. What they do is, what they think about stretching is, they think that stretching is the pain which comes into the muscle when you're pulling it. So example, if I bend forward, and I feel my thigh, it doesn't feel much. So what people do? Do they stay here or they go forward? Well, they think if they don't feel anything, they should go more, okay? Now they will go to the point where they feel muscles stretching with pain. Now, do you think pain is something that means that you are stretching? Pain is actually a signal. Pain means it's the end. Pain means that your body is telling you to stop. Now don't say that without pain, no gain. That's a different concept. There are different types of pain into the body. So let's say if I ask you to hold squat, okay, and then you have your quad pain. This pain is good for you because that's where we say no pain, no gain. Because having pain to the quad because they are tensing to hold a position, they are gaining strength, they are gaining endurance, they are gaining stamina. But when you're pulling a muscle too hard, which it doesn't do, muscles should relax and let you do that, but it is not letting you do that because it is tensing, unconsciously because it doesn't want joint to break. And if you force that and you have pain and then you say no pain, no gain, that's a stupid idea. When you have pain into a stretching muscle, that should not be forced further because that is the point when a muscle gets injured, right? So let's say, I've seen these cases many times that it happens generally into the splits. So, okay, so you are into the class, and you have very motivating friends who've been through that phase, okay? So let's say you want to make the split, maybe sideways or front split, and now you are a few inches away from the floor, okay? But you are already have reached to the point where you are stretching the muscle too hard and also having pain with that. But then there are some friends. There is a teacher sometimes who is going to encourage you. Come on, it's okay to do that. You are just an inch away from the floor. Let's force a little bit, let me help you, and they will pull you. Remember that if you have already reached the point of stretching where the muscle is painful, muscle paining while stretching means you have stretched it to the end of it. Beyond pain, there is no further signal to you. Remember this. If you have pain, it means it is the signal to stop and be gentle. Maybe you can stay here because sometimes a little bit pain is there. We say sometimes there is sweet pain. But when the pain is really intense, no matter you are close to the floor, maybe you are going to make the split, that could be the point that when you want to touch the floor with your hip into the split, the muscle makes the sound, which is, and when these sounds come, well, generally we enjoy these sounds, so we crack the knuckles. But if this sound comes from the muscle, well, perhaps there is some injury to the muscle. Maybe the tendon is pulled, maybe the muscle has got pulled, and then you can't make the split for a couple of months now. You may have to take the rest. You may start avoiding any forward bend postures now. So that's not useful, Stretching is not about stretching to the point where it is painful, because see, We don't actually stretch sometimes, we chase the pain. Stretching is something different. Flexibility is about relaxation. Flexibility doesn't mean you have to stretch to the point where it is painful. Now see, if I've just given this example, what people do. If you see people practicing, they will go, it doesn't feel anything, let's go more. Or they say, yeah, I feel a little tension, but I can go more, and they go more. They go to the point where they feel pain. Now, if they start to become flexible for that particular point where they used to have pain, but now they don't because they have adopted the position, what they'll do is they'll not stay there. They will go further. They'll go to the point now where the pain start to come back. So basically, we don't actually stretch sometimes, but we chase pain. Now, thinking of what? That if you keep on chasing pain, what is the limit of movement? How much you want to move? If you think that one day will come that when you will stretch but you will not feel pain, it will never come. If you have such mentality that every time you want to stretch to the pain, the day will never come, because that's how people live the life sometimes, that we see ourselves being, we never see ourselves being satisfied sometimes, or if there is satisfaction, it is very momentary, and then we think we have to do more. Then when we achieve that, we think we have to do more. We achieve that, we think we have to do more. When you go for more and more, you never live in the time when you can feel content and satisfied. So same concept applies to the muscle stretching, that when you want to stretch, don't always stretch to the pain. Sometimes it's okay. Stretching to the point where it is painful a little is okay. But every time if you chase pain, you are not stretching yourself. You are torturing yourself. Remember that. Then what is flexibility? How to stretch? So I've made a parameter here of stretching. So let's go through that quickly. So let's say this is the normal length of muscle. Okay, this is the normal length of muscle here. This is one end of the muscle. This is the other end. Now, when you stretch a muscle very little, stretching doesn't mean pain. Stretching means you have made a muscle be pulled slightly longer from its normal length. That is already stretching. Okay. Now this stretching is not painful. This stretching is tension free. This stretching will still keep your muscle feel relaxed unless you are stiff. Okay. So let's say I bend, let's say I'm standing normal. My hamstring right now is in its normal length. If I bend forward from the hip, my hamstring has stretched already, but I don't feel a lot of tension. I still feel it is relaxed. The muscle feels tight when I touch it, but it doesn't feel any tension. It doesn't feel pain. It means I have already stretched it, but this stretch is still with relaxation. Okay. So basically, because here, right now, the muscle was relaxed, that is why only I could stretch. Now see, if a muscle is stiff, you can do this example. What does stiffness means? Let's say if you tighten your biceps, keep your biceps muscle very tight, and then ask someone to straighten your elbow. Will it work? Yes, I mean, just use your common sense that if the biceps is very stiff and tight, will it allow your elbow to straighten? Unless you create extreme force. Whenever you have to create a lot of force to stretch, it means the muscle is not allowing that. It means you need to develop the relaxation. You need to request and you need to induce relaxation into the muscle. And the moment muscles start to relax, it will let you stretch it. Now see, if I keep my biceps too soft, my elbow can easily straighten. But if I keep my biceps very tense, it will not let my elbow straighten with no matter how force I create. But yes, if I create extreme force, it will let my elbow straighten, but at the price of pain or maybe injury. So, muscle was relaxed right now. I bent forward and it got stretched. Okay. Then what I did is, because I feel that I'm not stretching, that's what people think. When they are stretching but they feel no tension or pain, they think that they are not stretching, they will go more. Now you stretch more than relaxation. Now if this was the length, you stretch this much, the muscle is still okay. You stretch this much now. Now the muscle has started to tense because it has started to come to the point where it is all flexible about. So muscle is flexible this much, okay. You stretch at this point, muscle is feeling gentle tension now. Tension means it is not relaxed enough. Now what we do is, instead of staying there or practicing there or being satisfied there, we stretch more, okay. Now the tension will increase more and more, and if you stretch more, the stretch will go to the point where there will be stretch, there will be tension into the muscle, and pain will be the third part which will be added to that. and the stretch will become painful, the stretch will become tensionful. And that's why you will see many people when they do forward bend too intense, or some teacher comes and pushes them, look at their face. Well, face is the index of your mind and your body too. So if you, even doctors, physiotherapists, they use this technique. When they touch the injury or assess you, they look at your face. So if you're bending forward with this calm face, perhaps the muscle is stretching but not painfully, it is normal stretch, you can easily bear it. But when you bend to the point where the muscles start to tense, the tension will start to travel to the mind, because of course, that's how you know it. Your mind tells the signal that it's tension. And when it tenses, the face start to have the tense expression too. But then of course, what we should do is, we should hold the position where we have stretched and we have tension is okay. But then some people want to go more, because this is the concept in the mind, no pain, no gain. How can we get better? If you don't stretch forcefully, how can you get better? Now they stretch to the point where the muscle has stretched to its max, muscle can't relax at all. It is tense so hard that the tension has started to cause the pain's receptors to give signal to the brain that the stretching is extreme, and let's signal the brain that let's stop it, so it start hurting you, it start giving you pain. And when the pain, you want to go beyond the pain sometimes, because we don't know sometimes that what is the limit of pain. And when you go beyond the pain, this is the point, the muscle will tear unless you are strong enough for that. That's why maybe people who are weak, never practice stretching, could injure themselves easily. So how to stretch? It is important we understand that stretching is not about pain. Pain is actually the signal to stop. If you want to stretch a muscle, you need to induce relaxation. The more a muscle relaxes, the more it will allow you to stretch it, right? So if you want to practice safe, stretch, but stretch with relaxation, stretch to the limit of tension. Stretch to the point where the muscle feel tense, tight, but not feel pain. You hold the position wherever you are, you calm yourself down, you hold the position. If you hold the position for some time, the position you are in will start to become natural to the body, to the mind. Your mind will consider that picture as the natural and normal position for your body. And the moment your mind realizes that any position you are in is normal for you, as a result, the muscle which has been tense because it considered that the position is new to it, it will stop tensing and it will start to relax. And when it start to relax, it will allow you to stretch it even more. But if you stretch a tense muscle, you'll only cause yourself pain. And so let's say you have pain right now, God forbid, and then you don't have pain. Of course you feel better because you compared. But that's not how it works every time. Sometimes, not every time duality will work this way. Well, not always you want to feel good about darkness because there has been too much light, right? Not always you want to feel good about light because it's been dark. You must also value light sometimes without really being aware of darkness. But we say these things, It's like if you don't know the value of money, we then tell you to know the value of poorness first. You see the poorness, how people suffer, and then when you have money, you feel good about it. But not always that's the option. This is the eventual or last option, that when you don't value something, we give you the other thing and relate that. But that's not always a good idea. You shouldn't feel good after being through bad. You should always try to be aware that what goodness itself is. It's not always that goodness exists only because of badness. It exists because of badness because you don't value the goodness. Does it make sense? Alright. So in the next lecture, we shall talk about stretching relaxation technique. So we will talk about how muscle relaxes, how to induce the relaxation, and how that can help you promote the flexibility. Now, if I do a simple example here, or that we do often, so let's say it is too cold, okay? It's cold and you wake up in the morning, okay? Now you want to stretch. You may have noticed that how stiff it feels. Okay, so let me give you an example that, so it is cold and you want to stretch yourself. Now, when the body is cold, because of the fluid into the body is viscous, too viscous, and when it is too viscous, it makes your body feel a little rigid. Now, there is tension, okay? There is tension. Now, when there's tension, you stretch, you feel very stiff, you feel pain sometimes if you stretch too hard. But then, if you stretch yourself when your body is warmed, the muscles were much more relaxed. The fluid that into the body has become much more smoother and runnier, which allowed the muscle to glide over each other so comfortably. So understand that sometimes stretch without pain should be done. Sometimes if you stretch yourself with pain, not always it is bad, but gentle pain is okay. Stretching is something where we need to and should be gentle, and where this concept fails, that no pain, no gain. If you try to go beyond the pain, you will cause yourself injury. If you want to feel painful with exhaustion and tiredness, which gives you stamina, right? As I gave an example. Let's say I hold some dumbbell here, and that causes my muscle to feel pain. This is not pain, but this is tiredness. This is lack of strength coming into it. And if I'll leave that, okay? But if somebody is grabbing my elbow and pulling it back too hard and I am feeling pain into my shoulder or muscle here, that's not good pain. This pain is injurious, okay? So we must avoid this kind of pain. In general, well, there are different types of pain, but in one way, good pain is the pain which gives you strength, which gives you endurance, which gives you stamina, which makes yourself deal with exhaustion, which makes you effortless in future. But a bad pain could be which your body doesn't allow, but you still force yourself to do that because you have this mindset, no pain, no gain. Things work, but something cannot work every time. Everything can work sometime, but some things cannot work every time. So remember this, that different situations demand different type of thoughts, different type of quotes, and different types of actions. Namaste.